And welcome back, everybody, to Ward of the Woods. I'm the Hittite, and today we're starting back up again with how to Thaumcraft. I know I haven't been, keeping up with it, but I'm lazy, okay? Deal with it. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about research, because that's how you get anything done in this add-on. Now then, popping open our Thaumonomicon, we notice that a lot of the things here are flashing or just all the way dark. I can't really do anything with them because I haven't researched them yet. I mean, you can do a few things, but you need to be able to get the research done before you can do pretty much anything. And for that, you need the research table. Well, actually, first you need research notes. Let's go down here to alchemy and click on Nidor, which is really useful for a lot of things, but let's go with it. Okay, put Nidor up here, the research node up here, and it's basically its own separate mini game. What you need to do is you need to connect the aspects to get from point A to point B, or well, later research nodes will take much more aspects to connect, and you have to connect them all to finish the research. And it's kind of difficult to know what connects to what. Basically, I just looked up tutorials and people who had already finished it on the internet until I figured out pretty much how it worked. But I'll get into that a little bit. Now I just need to connect lux, which is light, to ignis, which is fire. Luckily, light is made up of fire and air. So I'm just gonna put air right here, drag and drop onto the grid, and anything that's made up of air or can be made into air. I need to explain that better. I'm babbling. I'm sorry. What can connect on these are things that are the component parts of the aspect, or the aspect is a component part of it. So so light can connect to air and fire, and it can also connect to void. No, it can't. Darkness. Darkness it can connect to, because it's a component of darkness. Now then, connect another light here onto that air. And that doesn't quite work because I still need to get to the fire. Whoops. Stick fire right here, and then just pretty much anything that can connect them. So I'm going to hit light again. And it turns into a discovery. Put that back down here in the item bar, and right click with it, and it's usually consumed, but I'm still in creative mode, so it didn't get. Now down here, back in here, we now have the recipe to make Nidor. We need a crucible, but I'll talk about that whole bother in a later episode. Now, one of the things you might have noticed, I hope you didn't, that doesn't pop up on there, stupid laptop updates. One of the things you might have noticed is some of these research notes with the dark smoky stuff around it. That's forbidden knowledge, and it drives you just a little bit more insane whenever you learn it or use the crafting recipe. Now, right here I've got one already set up. This is Research Mastery. Ow, my sanity. Dump that in there. Now, one of the first things you want to research here is Research Expertise and Research Mastery, because it makes research in general much easier. For instance, Research Expertise makes it where going to the crafting table, if I hover over an aspect, I can see what it's made of. I couldn't do that before, and it really, really makes things easier. Research Mastery makes it where there's a 50% chance that I won't use up my research points when I place it on the grid, and the 10% chance when I erase a research point, aspect off of the grid, that I'll gain it back. Now, doing research is really tedious, so I'm just going to go over here and use the cheat sheet. That's creative only. How my sanity. Now another thing you're going to really want for research is this, the deconstruction table. Now the reason you'll want it is because you get research points from it, rather than just, scanning things. Now, how do you make it? On the arcane crafting table, you need one of those tables I showed you how to make in the last video, a golden pickaxe, a golden axe, and a thermometer that I also showed you how to make. And you need to put your wand in there because it needs 20 entropy vis to make. Then you just pull it out. The way it works is that you place items into it and it'll break it down into baser and baser components until it creates a primal aspect, fire, air, earth, water, order, and entropy. Generally the best object to use on it is a crafting table. Just dump one in. Because... oh, wrong place. Because they're really easy to make. See? Research point. They're really easy to make, and they can break down into pretty much any of the different aspects. Sorry, I'm babbling again. It's a bit of a slow way. Usually I just like to run around and scan nodes. But it's surefire, and you don't have to worry about getting blown up or eaten. And that's pretty much it for research. You can figure it out on your own, but there's probably much better tutorials you can do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, you really, really want research expertise first, because it helps. Trust me, it helps. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was informative. And next time, I believe, well, I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. Whether we're going to we're probably going to talk about the Crucible next in basic alchemy, because that's a major part of this add-on. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I said that already, and I'm babbling. I'm very sorry about that. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you want me to cover something more in depth, leave a comment, or just want to tell me how bad I'm doing. And if you'd like to see more from us, please subscribe. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye.